Hi, I'm Dr. Sujay Prabhugapar, consultant psychiatrist at Bhaktivedanta Hospital. Now it's Mental Health Week, and I'm going to talk about depression because, especially now during the COVID times, we have witnessed many of our patients go through this illness, which is depression, and there are many consequences of depression we have seen, like suicides and many other health problems too. So, I want to shed a little light on this illness and want to talk a little bit about what we can do in our day-to-day life to combat it. So depression is very common. It's number two currently worldwide cause of disease mortality and morbidity. After cardiac illness, depression is the most prevalent illness, and we have to do something to overcome it and take care of it so that it does not affect us and our near and dear ones. Right. So what we can do about it? Now, first thing is awareness. Now we have to know what is depression. There's a difference between sadness and depression. Sadness is temporary. Depression is something that doesn't go away by ourselves. We need some external help in the form of medicines or therapy to take away depression. Now, sadness is very common. All of us feel sad once in a while, and we can divert our mind. We can go to movies, talk to our friends, and we feel better. But depression is something which doesn't go away by itself. When a person consistently cries, when a person doesn't get interest in any of his activities, when sleep appetite is disturbed, that is when we call it depression. The consequences of depression is suicide. So that's why it's a very serious illness, and we have to take care of it and and treat it as the most important thing of our lives. Now, first thing is awareness. We know what is the difference between sadness and depression. Second thing is to combat it. Now, how do we overcome it? How do we tackle it? Now, if we notice that there are signs of depression in us or our near and dear ones, first, first is to solicit support. Find somebody whom you can talk to. It's there's no we should not be ashamed to talk to someone. So you can ask for help and you can give help. You can ask for help, ask for your friends, ask for your relatives, ask for your parents' help. Solicit help, seek right information, not any information that is there to Google. Seek the right sites and approach the right people like mental health professionals. So seek the right help, solicit help first. Second thing is, if you cannot solicit help, you don't feel like talking to anybody, at least don't stay isolated. In depression, there's a tendency to be isolated and to not to talk to anyone. But that increases depression. So better to share our feelings with somebody. Better to talk to somebody. It's okay to ask for reassurance. It's okay to ask for support. That is the second thing. Third thing is, if you're visiting a mental health professional, either go for a proper therapy or medicines. Ideally, medicines and therapy works the best hand in hand. And within 2 or 3 weeks, the person definitely comes out of depression and starts feeling better. Only thing is not to lose hope. Hope is very important thing. Sometimes in depression, a person becomes hopeless and may contemplate suicide. Suicidal thoughts are very common in depression. But then it's good to share those thoughts with someone. Talk about it to somebody and express it. And then take adequate help and within time come out of it. So depression with treatment doesn't come out immediately. It takes 2 to 3 weeks to come out of it. But it's good to have patience and consider it just like any other illness. It is not. Now, a lot of people say that depression is just psychological. You can just come out of it by yourself. You just change your mind. You just do something and you're fine. It's not so. It is actually a physical thing because sleep appetite is disturbed. You cry without any reason. You're lost interest. You're lethargic. So it's actually a physical thing. It's not completely psychological. So it has to be treated like any other physical illness. The way you treat diabetes or blood pressure or any other physical illness, similarly, depression also has to be treated because the reason is also physical. So there are many reasons for depression, but one of the primary reasons is the chemical imbalance that occurs in the brain. And there are some chemicals which govern our mood, our behavior, our appetite, our impulses, and those chemical levels when come back to normal, that time our mood is normal, that time our interest level is like before, that time we can function like we used to function before. So treat depression, take adequate care of yourself, be aware and seek help at the right time to the right person. Thank you.